Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, you're going to find out the results where I asked 15,000 SMMA owners 3 very important questions. So guys, in this video, I'm going to discuss the answers and the results from this 15,000 SMMA owner kind of 3-part questionnaire and what those results mean for the industry, and kind of to give you an idea of the struggles that SMMA owners are currently facing in 2023, to show that you're not alone. And I think these results are a good representation of what's currently happening in the industry. So guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is Harry_SMMA, and I post loads and loads of different SMMA tips and tricks, do questionnaires on there. But more importantly, I reply to every single DM I get. So if you have any troubles with SMMA, you have any queries, questions on the industry, on ad campaigns, on sales, on the presentation, you can drop me a message and I'll help you out. And it's always me responding to the messages. So in the past 2 weeks or so, I've put 3 questions onto my Instagram story and the results are in. And I want to share the results with you before I share them on my Instagram story, because I want to explain them and kind of give my thoughts on what this shows and what this kind of represents in the industry. So the very first question I asked guys were, where are you currently at with your social media marketing agency in terms of revenue? So there was four possible answers. There was £0 a month, $1,000 to $2,000 a month, $2,000 to $5,000 a month, or $5,000 plus. The number one answer was $0 a month, and that by a long way. So 90% of people, and 90% of every single person who took this test said that at $0 a month, which shows a good representation of the SMMA industry, that 90% of people that own a social media marketing agency have no idea how to run a social media marketing agency. So when you see everyone, having SMMA owner in their Instagram bio, digital marketer in their bio, social media marketing agency owner, and you ask the question, Harry, is social media marketing saturated because everyone's starting one? No, it's absolutely not saturated. And this is why I always answer that saturated question with, it's absolutely not saturated with good SMMA owners who know what they're doing, but it is saturated with SMMA owners who don't know what they're doing and don't make any money. And that's not to say that those people that, don't make any money don't impact the industry negatively and make it saturated slightly. They do, because they're still reaching out to the same business owners that good SMMAs are reaching out to, and doing it in a terrible way, which affects the how people perceive the social media marketing industry. And if you've done cold calls in the past kind of 6 months, you'll realize that the words social media marketing or social media are kind of kill words on a call. Like, as soon as you mention social media marketing, they're like, no, don't want to do it. And that's because these bad SMMA owners have put a bad taste in the mouth of a lot of business owners. They've either stung business owners because they've signed them and don't know how to deliver services, so they've essentially scammed them out of money. 2, they get on calls and waste business owners' time because they don't know what they're talking about and they can't answer very simple questions. Or 3, they sign a client and they have no idea how to onboard them. They have no idea even how to operate a business in the correct way. So and this isn't a negative video by all means. This is actually a really positive video. Like 95% of people on this quiz said they weren't earning £0 a month, but 3% of them. So the next most common answer was 5K a month plus, and then it was 1 to 2K a month. So what that shows me is and it's very strange. It's almost as if 95% of people earn $0 a month because they don't know what they're doing. But as soon as you know what you're doing, you go straight up to earning a lot of money very, very fast. And, if you're following this channel, I hate the people that say get rich quick scheme. SMMA is a get rich quick scheme. However, once you understand how to operate a social media marketing agency and you get out of that $0 a month mark, you only need to sign 3 or 4 clients to get to that 5K a month mark, which is why it's so easy to accelerate from 0 to 5 to 10K in a few months. Whether you stay there is a different story, but to accelerate there, is very doable, which is why it should excite you that once you understand how to operate a social media marketing agency, how to sign clients, how to keep clients, and you can get out of that rut of never signing a client. I was in that rut for 6 months when I first started. It should be encouraging, and you should be excited about the fact that you can accelerate very quickly to where you want to be. So I thought that was a very interesting question. The second question I asked was, what's your biggest problem in your social media marketing agency? And the 4 possible answers were booking meetings, closing meetings, getting clients results, and scaling your agency. And believe it or not, it was step 1. It was booking meetings. The biggest problem social media marketing agencies owners have in 2023 is simply they can't even get a business owner on a meeting to even pitch their services, which is step 1. Like, if you can't book meetings, that's a ripple effect. You know, if you're looking at the sales funnel of any social media marketing agency, they're going to have, say, 100 meetings. 75 of those people are going to turn up. You're going to close, I don't know, you're gonna progress those to the proposal stage, probably 25 of them, and then you're gonna close 10 of them out of those 100 meetings. Don't take those numbers to exact. It's probably a different shift in between them, but just an example. And what I'm trying to get across there is step 1 of the funnel is getting meetings. If you've only got 1 meeting a week or 1 meeting a month, then obviously you're not going to be able to scale your agency very fast. You need the top of the funnel and having loads of meetings, and that's step 1. And the majority of business owners, over 60% of the people that answered this question, can't book meetings for their social media marketing agency. So how do you book a meeting? It's being able to outreach correctly. It's being able to find prospects. So generating leads, and then cold calling those leads. Majority of those people, I imagine, aren't cold calling because they're either too scared to, they don't know how to in the correct way. So all they're doing is sending emails and they're sending Instagram DMs. In 2023, if you're only sending emails and Instagram DMs, you're not going to sign a client. You have to be picking up the phone. So if you're not picking up the phone, or if you are picking up the phone but you don't know how to operate a cold call correctly, or you're trying to sell them on the cold call rather than book a meeting and sell the meeting, then there's loads of different places you're going to be falling flat. So this just shows that, you know, 90% of people can't get out of $0 a month with their social media marketing agency. And that's because they don't know how to book meetings. They don't have the process. They don't have the skill set. They don't have the knowledge. They've not developed the sales skill set by watching content on YouTube that teaches it, by buying a course and learning how to sell or how to put a presentation together. So it all ties together. The second biggest reason, the second biggest problem is then closing meetings. So you've got 60% of people that can't book a meeting, and then out of the other 40%, you've got half of the 40% that can't close the meetings. So you've now got 80% of the SMMA industry can't book a meeting or can't close a meeting. So this is a big problem. So, you know, that you've not even got to the point where you're delivering the service to the clients yet and having problems there, which is, you know, a massive part of it. So you've got to get the sales part of your agency down to a T, where you're constantly booking meetings. You've got, you know, 2 or 3 meetings a day in your early days when you're not delivering services. There's no reason why you shouldn't if you're cold calling 100 businesses a day, which you should be doing. And then having a solid sales structure of, right, this is how I'm going to operate a sales call. This is what I'm going to present to the client. This is how I'm going to close them. This is the contract I'm going to send over after. You have to have that structure and that timeline in place, and something that you know works, so that you can close the meetings you book. And then obviously the final ones are, you know, the final 10 to 15, 20% of the people that took this question struggle with getting clients results and scaling your agency. Scaling your agency is rightly so very difficult, because that's where you need to employ team members. That's where you're getting sales staff involved and building processes around your agency. But in terms of getting clients results, that's just because you don't have a solid Facebook ad structure. You don't have, you know, sales funnel templates that work, email marketing strategies that convert customers. So when you look back at this question, it's all of these problems come from people that haven't invested the time and potentially money in learning strategies that work in 2023. If you don't have those strategies, it's going to be physically impossible for you to do all these tasks. However, once you do have these strategies in place, you're going to fly, because then you've got the key to the padlock that unlocks how to scale an agency in the correct way. And finally, guys, the final question I asked, kind of give you a full kind of roundup of the social media marketing agency world, is what's the average time you keep a client for? So what's the average retention the average social media marketing agency is currently in 2023 keeping a client for? And the options were 1 month, 3 months, 6 months plus, or I can't even book a meeting, Harry. And believe it or not, 60% of the people that took this question said, I can't even book a meeting, Harry. So they're not even at the point of being able to manage the retention, which is a big issue. It's the reason why we do the videos. It's the reason why we have the academy, is to help people progress their agency, because I know how frustrating it is when you can't even book a meeting. However, when you look at the people that do have clients and how long they're keeping them, the average client retention is 1 month and 3 months equal. That like 1% of people chose they keep clients for 6 months plus, which is absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand, if I ran a social media marketing agency or I ran any service-based business, if my average client retention was 1 month to 2 months or 3 months, I would be like, I am doing something incredibly wrong. How can you only keep clients for 2 months, 3 months at a time and think that you have a good service? Our client retention for our agency is 10 months plus. So on average, we keep a client for 10 months, which means our agency has to sign 5 times less clients than the average agency in order to have the same revenue as them. Because if I sign a client and these people sign a client on tomorrow, they're going to have to replace that client 5 times in the same time period that I have to just keep that client. So think how easy it is to run an agency in that way. You're the best sales method, and the best sales method in any service-based industry is client retention. If you can keep a client for an extra 3 months, that means you don't have to start picking up the phone to try and replace them. That also means that your brand grows because you're giving a better service to the clients. They're going to refer you to more people and your brand's going to grow. So I don't know why people want to operate an agency that has a high churn rate, because one, they're too lazy to learn the services themselves. They're too lazy to put the time in to develop the service so they've got a good service that they're offering in their business. And they just want to sign a client, get the 3 months out of them, and then sign the next. It just doesn't make any sense to me. One, I don't think it's that ethical, because it shows that you don't really care about your clients, and you're not actually offering a good service. If the minute they can get out of that 3-month contract, they're gone, that's not a good sign. I wouldn't be comfortable operating a business in that way. And two, I don't want to be a sales business. I want to build a client base. I'm a marketing agency. I'm not a sales business where all of my time and all of my employees' time is spent on finding the next client constantly, being stressed out. Fuck, I need to replace 4 clients this month because everyone hates me because I can't actually deliver the services I've told them. No, I want to keep clients for 10 months to a year, do an unbelievable job for them, and hopefully keep them for longer. We've got some clients that we've kept for over 2 years. Obviously, we do have some clients that we only keep for 3 months. That's, we're not stupid enough to lie to you and say that we keep every client for 10 months. Our average client retention is 10 months. There are some clients that you just simply can't get results from different factors out of your hands. But I think those 3 questions there, guys, that have been asked to 15,000 people, and I think that shows a really good representation of the social media marketing agency world in 2023, because I think people view Instagram, they view YouTube, and they think every single person that has a social media marketing agency is earning 100 grand a month, when in fact 90% of people can't even book a meeting, let alone sign a client. But I don't want this to be a super negative video, and I don't want you guys to watch this video and think, oh, maybe SMMA isn't for me if no one can do it. That's not what we're saying. You absolutely can do it. You just need to put in the time to learn how to do it properly. I guarantee the 90% of people that can't sign a client haven't been putting the time and effort in, haven't been treating it like a real business, haven't been getting outside their comfort zone, haven't been consistent at something that works for over 2 to 3 months. Like, I just guarantee it. They just haven't. So don't be put off. Just make sure that you're doing the correct things to get the processes that do work in order, learn the blueprint that does work. And like I say, you'll accelerate from 0 to 5K a month in no time. It's just getting out of that initial rut. But hopefully you enjoyed that video, guys. We're trying to do a bit different videos now, like the Q&As, like these polls, just to give you a better idea of the social media marketing industry, and just to do different videos that we've not seen on YouTube, really. So hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Please make sure you subscribe. If you do want access to Tom and I's blueprint, then click the link in the description. The Digital Culture Academy is our mentorship program where you unlock our vault of content, over 20 hours of content. We've just uploaded a brand new 2023 Meta Ads Mastery and a Go High Level Mastery, where you literally copy and paste all of our automations and all of our sales funnel templates, along with all of the other content on how to sign clients, close clients, our presentations, and then obviously you fall into the mentorship with Tom and I after, on the Zoom calls, on the chat support, 24-hour chat support. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.